Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Lords of the Fallen with me, Break It Dawn. I decided to stick with the Sin Piercer armor for now because I do think half of it looks really cool. The shouldered side. I'm not a huge fan of the exposed skin on this side. And the item I missed last episode was the Sin Piercer sword. Sword of a Sin Piercer. The paragraph below is the same description as the armor. And before I do anything else, let's head back to Skyrest. Because I have this bowl of revelations that I think Molu might want. Hand over bowl of revelations.
A key to shadowed halls of the past. Their delights now yours to indulge in, bearer of the lamp. Chosen bearer of the lamp, until her embrace.
Go sell one of those. So we still can't upgrade our Umbral lamp. Okay, so this is where we offered these. I'm assuming this will unlock boss weapons. So we've had this since we defeated Pieta. Remembrance of Pieta, She of Blessed Renewal. A golden pin. As young Pieta's powers blossomed even more brilliantly than the Hallowed Sentinels expected, they shared with her the tale of her miraculous origin, being born of a human mother impregnated with holy light bestowed by Aureus himself, hence her extraordinary nature. Okay, cool. So here's all of her equipment. It's all a medium set. We only have 24 to spend. I wonder how this spell works, because when she used this in the boss fight, there's two massive versions of her that did strafing runs that drop swords down from the sky. We can't get her full set yet, so I don't know if I want to spend anything yet. And if we can use her lightsaber, that'd be pretty cool. We need 16 more Umbral Scourings. I think 5 more Radiance. We buy?
Chosen bearer of the lamp, like you I serve.
I only have 881. Okay, but it's good to know that we can buy some. If only 3. Or is it 3 per 1,000? I am tempted to buy her armor, but her sword might be worth it as well. It only required Radiance. We'll see. I'll hold off on it for right now.
Apologies for the dour mood you found me in when last we met, but I've perked up since then. Found myself a new purpose, at least something to keep me occupied while in Mornstead. I'm going to be a traveling merchant. Please, peruse my wares. Hopefully you'll see something of interest. Some might use the word scavenger, true, but that sounds somewhat judgmental, don't you think? I'm just putting to use that which has been discarded. You could even say that there's a sort of nobility in it. Well, perhaps just a little. Some might use, but you could even, well, perhaps just. Hello again, friend.
He had a pointed stick, which I guess would be an upgrade from the stick that he gave us when we first spoke to him.
May your path be blessed.
Oh yeah, let's head back and speak with this other merchant. She had a throwable, I believe. When I saw it, I defaulted to the Dark Souls 1 mode of thinking that it was a one-time use item, but the throwables in this game are a little different. There's no reason not to go ahead and pick it up. Oh. Okay, so she must have moved forward. Or she could be back at Skyrest. I do need to go back there and see if any NPCs have moved in. We have the prisoner that we rescued, and potentially that merchant as well. But we'll save that for another time. Map of Forsaken Fen. Tacitus's notes and sketches relating to Forsaken Fen, a treacherous swamp bearing traces of a long-lost society, now inhabited by the deadly Shuja. Deep within the fen stands a colossal tree, where one of the Hallowed Sentinel's beacons can be found. Oh, it's right there. Actually, you know what? Let's go back to Skyrest and look for NPCs. It won't take very long. We need to rest. We'll check these down here first. Blacksmith is up there, and I think we checked this recently. So is that a quote-unquote trophy for defeating the last boss? Oh, I know where I'm at. This is where we saw the Iron Wayfarer, and it's right before the Pieta fight. Oh, that's a Forsaken Fen. Okay. Starting to piece things together. There's someone here to talk to. Oh.
Hello again, deathless one.
That's the woman we saved.
I'm glad you were able to free yourself from behind those bars. Perhaps it was the Golden Gallant who put you there. I couldn't see him by firelight. I wonder where he went. Witness the woe of living rock made flesh by the arrogance of gods.
How about this guy?
When I carry only thunder in my heart, I worry lightning will strike me twice. Will you bring news of this fallen one's kin?
Alright, so I think we have a quest where you can find another fallen fire giant.
Witness, when I come, will you bring news of...
Okay, so she sells all the pyro stuff. And charred fingers, that's what the other merchant sold too. Interesting. Alright, let's proceed. Well, I guess I didn't finish looking around, but I think it's fine. We got things to do, places to be, enemies to die to. Busy schedule. Any moths or anything? Son of a gun. It's another boss fight right after the last one. Can't see what's going on. I'm taking damage over time. Preventing me from healing there. Oh, there's a thing here. No! Am I actually dead? Yeah, son of a gun. That's a really good first attempt. He was literally one hit away from dying. Well, now I know the attacks, so I should be able to avoid them more easily. He threw a new attack at me right there at the end where it's like a wave of corpses. Oh. I'm sorry. Excuse you. I'm gonna go back and rest. I'm not gonna go in injured and lacking resources. Seems like a bad idea. Hey, we can summon people. I wonder, maybe I should purposely die to every boss first, just so I can summon everybody. So we get Pieta. Oh, you only get to choose one. So I think that's the Iron Wayfarer. Who's the other one? We still took an arrow. Great. Or a bolt. I think it's a crossbowman. Alright, let's go skip this. Hey there, Pieta. Hey, 8 Umbral Scour Rings and 2 animated Vigor Skulls. So I don't think I needed Pieta's help there. But I don't know, I feel like it's always more interesting to watch the NPCs help you fight. And also, in a lot of cases with Souls-like games, NPCs' quests are tied to boss fights.
Come towards my child. Yes. Enter my embrace. Oh, may your flesh sustain my divinity. Bless you. Bless you.
That's disgusting. I wonder what boss equipment this guy gives us. Can't believe I almost had it my first try, but we would have missed out on an NPC helping us out. I'm wondering. I don't know who the third NPC assister was. Why am I... Oh, it's the water. Okay. We can head down here. Oh, we'll do that first. Yeah, we are in a Forsaken Fen, so every Souls-like needs its light town. Yeah, right, buddy. Hey, a vestige. Oh, this guy. Oh, let's rest up first. Vestige of Valade. Alright, so I'm actually a little split on what to take here. I might do endurance. I think regardless, I'm going to want to wear heavier equipment. And the best way to do that is to boost my carry capacity. It only goes up by 1, but it requires 2 points. I don't know if that's even worth it. Maybe a point into strength and a point to radiance. Because I'll be one step closer to being able to use Pieda's sword. And here, I mean, I could already use the hammer. As be encumbered if I did so. I actually don't know what to get. It's going to be pulled in several directions for my attributes, and I'm not sure which one I should prioritize. Let's do this. 1 point in each.
Onwards you march, eh? I hope it's not for any kind of glory, because you won't find a sniff of that in Mornstead. And certainly I hope it's not in the name of the hallowed sentinels, because take my word for it, they're no better than the Rogar. I've got many a scar to prove it. Whether you've embraced Umbral or struggle against it is none of my concern. Power is a sweet temptation. And the lamp will grant you that, sure enough. But don't confuse that with loyalty. Still, I'll not deny, I owe Umbral for giving me what it did. So the vestiges will be minded as long as I'm able. Name's Byron, by the way. I'll be around. Always am. Name's Byron.
Alright, back to Skyrest. We'll see what the new boss item unlocks for us. Alright, the Congregator of Flesh. Remembrance of the Congregator of Flesh, the decaying remains of a skull. As he plummeted towards the pit from which he would never emerge, the preacher claimed to be Aureus made flesh, forgave the Hallowed Sentinels for their misguided actions against him and his followers. I might take the spear, because we already have the requirements for it. And Flesh Tide. Oh, it's an umbral spell. Unleash a shower of rotting body parts and assorted fluids. That's what we saw him use against us. I mean, I may as well go with the spear for now, right? Because I have the requirements. Yeah, let's do it. We'll mix it up. Because swords, I think, are usually overrepresented in games anyway. I prefer, probably in this order, hammers, axes, and spears. I'll have to learn a new attack pattern. That's fine. A spear once carried by Saint Latimer of the Hallowed Sentinels, a revered relic following his death until its eventual disappearance. Let's see how it compares before I equip it. It does it does wither damage though. It's only 2 less attack power. The mixed damage is probably worthwhile. Alright, so one-handed, both the light and heavy attacks are the same. Except for some sweeping attacks. That's the run attack for light. Run attack for heavy's pretty cool looking, but it takes forever to recover. So all the attacks are very samey. That will make it work.
The Descriers of the Dawn were misguided, harboring fundamental misinterpretations of Aureus' divine will and works. Many of the Mornstead nobles entombed in this crypt followed their teachings, believing it was the light of Aureus, not its stonework, which maintained this great structure. And yet, despite their ignorance, Aureus has allowed the bridge to stand. Is that not a sign of his benevolence? Our holy work continues. Let Aureus' will be done.
Oh, this guy moved inside.
There's a point at which pride and purpose become self-destruction and delusion, friend. But if you insist on continuing to punish yourself, then I suggest you venture into the woods. Unnaturally frozen and home to terrors they may be, but they also contain one of the beacons to which you've dedicated yourself. And who knows what other treasures might be found there beneath the snow and ice. Mornstead may be little but a blood-soaked ruin at this point. The truth is that the rest of the world isn't far behind on the same path, even without the help of those grotesque Rogar. Our world is more conflicted than ever, with men of all stations, nations, and creeds at odds. They need someone to unite them and lead them, before they all tear each other apart like dogs.
They gave us a key.
You look tired, friend. Haven't you already suffered enough? You look tired, friend.
The Fief Key. A key providing access to the fief of Kinronger. The citizens of Kinronger, who had sworn an oath to protect their homeland, had little time to comprehend their failure, as the merciless frost swiftly engulfed them. Oh, is that for the bell door that we saw?
In radiance, judgment. Our immaculate...
That heretical umbral lamp, and the as are you, it would...
Oh, that's the same old dialogue. Let's go check in with Dunmire real quick.
If the abominable Rogar and heretical sentinels were not already reason enough to demand Mornstead's cleansing, consider those feculent savages who wallow in that swamp, for there is no place within Aureus light for such beasts. Death is a merciful release in the face of such a loathsome existence. Whatever poisonous lies Derva may spit at you, heed them not, for they are nothing but the...
That's old news. Alright, I'm actually gonna go buy another Umbral Scouring. Just whenever I have some spare vigor. But first... yeah, I wonder if this armor is worth it. Maybe we can afford it. Then we have to save up again for this. I don't know how many of these Umbral Scourings we'll find. Ah, screw it, let's go and do it. And hopefully it looks cool. I don't really like the blood smears on it, but let's change the coloration. I do like the tabard. Some settings call it tabard. Some settings, like Star Wars, calls it a comma, like the cloth that hangs off the waist. It is really cool. I would probably change our helmet. I don't think that we have anything really better. Let me try one more tint. The lighting is a little off. Let me rest. It might be time to bring out the bronze, because I'm not using the Crimson Rector sword, so I don't need the red. I'm not a huge fan of the green. Maybe with a different helmet, it won't look so bad. That's not too bad. Yeah, let's rock this for a bit. I don't like the skin showing between the gauntlets and the armor, but whatever. We'll make it work. Now I want to try one more thing real quick. Let's see if we can make it across and grab that item. Didn't mean to do that. Also, I do really like how they handled the weapon enchantments in this game, how it only affects the blade, not the whole weapon. Yeah, we can't make that. Fair enough. Why is this a dead end all of a sudden? Maybe I have to do this? No, we just can't go this way. It is the right way, right? Yeah, there's only the one exit. Alright, we'll do it this way then. One more thing before I wrap up the episode. I am going to go buy an Umbral Scouring. It didn't cost me on my Vigor, in my head. It did cost me on my Vigor. Alright. I also need to shoot, I need to read the description for that too. I wish there was an easier way. I wish you could see it wherever you're at. So one more thing, and then we'll wrap it up. Alright, so the Fen. An ambitious knight from the kingdom of Hadlane. The Lade's ultimate goal was to live a grand, heroic life filled with exploits which would be retold with awe in songs and tales for generations to come. In the immortality bestowed by the Umbral Lamp, Blade saw the opportunity for an unending future of glory. But this was not to be, and any significant deeds she might have performed have long been forgotten. The crushing disappointment spared her true, but doubtless no worse than the horror she felt at being consumed by her own Umbral Lamp. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next time, we'll begin journeying through the Forsaken Fen. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.